What's up, everybody? This is Panic Knife with theawfulgamer.com. I wanted to follow up on a video I did last week about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, where I was talking about how the game was going to be different than Modern Warfare 2, how it was going to be more like Call of Duty 4. And one of the major aspects of that is going to be the kill streaks. So, you know, lost in the shuffle of all the, the flood of news that had been coming out about the game, was this article that Kotaku had posted about, basically they had an interview with the developers of the game and got some early insight into what the game was going to be like, including some perk lists, including, and most importantly, the kill streaks. So it's not going to be exactly like Call of Duty 4, in that, you're going to have 3 kill streaks, everyone has the exact same ones available to them at all times, etc. It's probably going to be more like Black Ops in that respect, where, you've got the whole list where you can pick them, the same thing as Modern Warfare 2. But the difference in that is going to be there's really no overpowered kill streaks in this one, as you'll see. The list of them so far is, the first one that they talk about in the Kotaku article, which I'm going to link in the description, is the EMP grenade, which I assume gives you a loadout of grenades that serve the same function as the EMP blast did in Modern Warfare 2. Now that took out the electronics and took out the radar of the enemy, and it was pretty effective, though I thought it was a little bit, it didn't really do the job for me, considering it was, halfway to the nuke in terms of how many kills you had to get. You usually saw that more often when somebody had an emergency airdrop, or when they just grabbed it out of a care package or something like that. It wasn't really that popular of a kill streak. Should be interesting in a smaller form, in the grenade form, because you'd think that more people would be able to use it if it's a lower kill streak like that. The second one would be the Little Bird, which is a small manned helicopter that can be controlled and used to gun down enemies. That kind of sounds like the RCXD in Black Ops. Which is kind of cool, I guess they'd like that idea. It's probably going to be annoying as hell, but what are you going to do? Precision airstrike is the third one, which you'll see that coming up here in this Call of Duty 4 video. It sounds about the same as the airstrike in here, which is a 5 kill streak reward, and what ends up getting me my big reward in this game. The fourth one would be the stealth bomber, which sounds like the B-52 of Black Ops, which is obviously pretty devastating, but it only really goes by once. As you can see in this video, my airstrike picked up 3 kills and got me my chain, which is another thing I want to bring up, actually. But the third one would be the remote-controlled turret, which I believe that's one of those. It'll be sort of like a sentry gun that you can control yourself. Could be an interesting concept, although you're going to have to find a place to hide, obviously, or else it's going to not be of much use. Could be interesting, though. I mean, it could have the same elements as the RCXD as well. We'll see if it sort of serves as the ground version of the RCXD versus the Little Bird. Another one would be the directional UAV, which I'm not sure why you are putting it in certain areas. Maybe it's just like a motion sensor that you'll put in the area, but maybe it can be seen by your entire teammate. I'm not really sure what they're thinking about on that one, but it should be interesting. The next one would be the remote mortar, which sounds just like the mortar team in Black Ops. No, don't really need to elaborate on that one. And the last one would be or not the last one, I'm sorry, the airdrop trap, which is a booby-trapped care package. And then you have an ammo resupply, which is, the same sort of thing as the care package normally is. Escort airdrop, which I guess is preventing the airdrops from getting shot down, which can be useful if there's a SAM turret up, as I'm sure everybody's dealt with that situation. And lastly, they call it the Specialist Strike Package, which I assume is going to be, and Kotaku had no idea what it meant. I'm going to guess that it gives you, well, I mean, that's kind of tough. Maybe it gives you something like a certain type of loadout, or maybe it gives you a combined arms type strike. It should be interesting to see what they have, and I'm sure that there's going to be others added, but it's interesting that there's no nuke on there, there's no chopper gunner, there's no AC-130, so we'll see if any of those are added. Those are the more overpowered kill streaks, obviously, and I'm going to show you one of those here in Black Ops. But in Modern Warfare 3, if there's really no overpowered kill streaks, that's going to be a welcome change to a lot of people like me, people who are noobs who end up rage quitting the games when you have to deal with those overpowered kill streaks. If you've got a kill streak out there that just is going to wreak havoc on you and kill you at whatever you do, it takes a little bit of the fun out of the game. And really, you know, Infinity Ward wants to keep as many people playing it as possible, so frankly, they'll buy the DLC packages. So they'll keep spending money on the system and that sort of thing. So it makes perfect sense that they would do that. You know, in Call of Duty 4, if you watched that clip that I was playing behind this video here, the helicopter doesn't really dominate. It's more like, you know, the attack helicopter in Black Ops, or I think it's the same thing in Modern Warfare 2. I don't actually use it, so couldn't tell you. It's sort of like the Hind, I guess, is what it is. In that you don't have any control over it, and it just randomly takes down guys. It's also easily taken down yourself. It's not like the Pavlo where you had, you know, 3 or 4 hits that you had to get on it before it would take it down. So it's easily taken down. You know, it's trying to watch the video here. It's kind of funny. I don't know where I got shot from there, but you know, it's easily taken down, and you sort of have the situation where it's going to pick up some kills if it's left alone, but otherwise it's just going to pick up a moderate amount of kills and move on. If the kill streaks are like that in Modern Warfare 3, I think that that's going to really add to the game, and it's going to make it so that a lot more players are going to be able to stay competitive in matches, because, you know, it's one thing to get outgunned by people, but it's another thing to spawn in and get killed immediately by a kill streak, and, you know, 3 or 4 times in a row, all of a sudden they've got dogs and they've got chopper gunner, or they've got, you know, AC-130 and someone's dropping predators on you. That's really freaking annoying. And actually, the other thing that I wanted to mention about that, I have to imagine they're going to put the AC-130 back. I hope that they balance it a little bit more this time, but it's been such a big part in the first 2 games in terms of the single-player campaign. I can't imagine they're going to take that out as one of the kill streak rewards. But then again, they did say that they were going to de-emphasize close air support in this game, and it's going to be more about the warfighter on the ground. So it should be interesting to see how that plays out. Another piece of Call of Duty news that I found interesting in the last week was there was a tweet sent out by Robert Bowling, who is, I forget what his Twitter handle is, but he mentioned that Commando Pro, or Commando rather, as a perk, is definitely 100% gone from the new game. So that's going to be something that people are really going to like, because that was one of the most hated perks in all of Black Ops, or rather in all of Modern Warfare 2. You know, having the ability to lunge across the map and just crush people. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to playing the game, and I really hope that these changes make it feel a lot more like Call of Duty 4, of course without the hacking. But yeah, so that's, in terms of Call of Duty news, that's it's pretty straightforward. You know, like I said, I'm gonna post a link to the article that was actually posted a couple months ago, but nobody really, you know, gave it a lot of play. So it was pretty interesting to read. They've got some lists of perks and stuff like that. A lot of them are the same as, you know, in the previous couple of games, but some of them are different. Additionally, I wanted to bring up the fact that I'm highly considering going to Call of Duty XP, and, you know, I don't know how many people really are. I'm actually surprised tickets are still available, but is anybody that's watching this planning on going out to that? I think it's going to be a pretty good time. The nice thing that I heard about it is that you're going to get a copy of Modern Warfare 3's Hardened Edition with your ticket, which means that your $150 ticket actually ends up going pretty much for $70 or so. So it's a lot better of a deal, and it's something that's really tempting me. If I can get airfare and I can get accommodations, I'm probably going to be making my way out to LA. So maybe we can meet up if I got any, you know, subscribers in the area. Hopefully some of y'all come out to Call of Duty XP. Anyway, with thealphagamer.com, this is Panic Knife. I hope you guys have a great night.